Base, the F-16 Fighting Falcon from the Viper demo team coming over your shoulder, almost directly behind us. Lead pilot is the demo pilot. He is Major John Waters.
But he said they would have knocked down here.
His wingman, who will be operating as his safety officer this weekend, also from Shaw Air Force Base, is Captain Aston Lackey, call sign Jackal.
Have a little trail from off the side of the thing, so that's about it. He's on humidity, that's what we see. That's probably true.
This has been the opportunity that John Major Waters, call sign Rain, has to see what the lines are. Like the photo pass he's going to demonstrate now from the right. Was the Northrop YF-17. Initially, it was a loser. So the F-16 Fighting Falcon, the YF-16 built by General Dynamics, now Lockheed Martin. Capable of withstanding up to 9 times the force of gravity because the pilot sits back in the seat reclined. To withstand very, very high G loads. Over 4,000 and some of them continue to build for other air arms around the world. And there is a possibility that the F-16 Fighting Falcon may continue to be produced new for the United States Air Force. Even as the F-35 Lightning II comes online as the 5th generation premier fighter for the United States Air Force.
Oh my God, it's all a show about anything.
And his wingman, Jackal, are going to do. They'll set up for landing on runway 5 left. Now, some of you say, okay, why do you number the runways 5 left or whatever? Well, we have a couple of sets of parallel runways here at Naval Air Station Oceana. The ones out in front of us, along the show line here, are runways 5, 2, 3, left and right. If you were to walk out in the middle of the runway, of one of these runways in front of us, and put down a magnetic compass, you would see that they line up primarily with 50 degrees to the northeast and 230 degrees, the opposite or reciprocal direction, to the southwest. So they are aligned with the nearest 10 degrees of magnetic direction. So if it's close to 230 degrees, we lop off the last 0 and call it runway 23. In the case of what we have here, rain is now setting up for a low approach on runway 5 left. That's the one on the left side, the outboard runway from us here. Watch the light go out, and watch the wheels come up, and we might even hear the burners go. Okay, gear up, throttle forward, and see if we're going to see some burners. Not sure it's got the burner lit or not. Pouring on jet fuel into the exhaust to give this airplane a kick in the pants to get it into a fight without a fight. Very rapid. It's interesting when you go back to the 70s for this aircraft competition for the United States Air Force that the F-16, the YF-16, won the competition. And its competitor, the Grumman YF-17, which was a loser for the United States Air Force, became a huge winner for the United States Navy as the FA-18 Hornet. The two engines on that FA-18 Hornet were very appealing to the Navy, who needed a replacement for their F-4 Phantom IIs and A-7 Corsair IIs that were nearing the end of their service lives. Let's see if we're going to see another low approach. You can see the landing light, or I can still see the landing light on range aircraft. It's out, gears up, throttle forward. There are a number of characteristics that makes unique for fighter aircraft. And that, in addition to having the pilot sit back and increase in her GA tolerance or gravity tolerance. Where the joystick would normally come up, the control stick would come up from the floor in between the knees of the pilot. This is just on the right side. Initially, because this aircraft is totally controlled by computers, the pilot's stick did not move. It had sensors in it that sensed the pressure the pilot was putting on it, either left, right, back, or forward. And the computer would feel those pressures against that non-movable stick, and the aircraft would do what the pilot wanted it to do. The pilot said, you gotta give us some movement, it's just too strange. And so now there's about a quarter inch of movement in any direction on that stick. And that seems to have made the difference for the pilots as they fly the F-16 Fighting Falcon. It is the aircraft used by the United States Air Force's Air Demonstration Squadron, the Thunderbirds. Approaching for landing, I think. Let's see if we're going to... And then we're going to get another zoom. We've got one more zooming coming. Jackal had been given clearance to land by Jerome Warwick Hurl, our air boss. And Hurl said clear to land and given them the wind direction and speed. And unlike the Hornets that we have seen, as they fly their landing approach at 600 to 700 foot a minute descent rate, flying right down onto the ground, you will see these guys flare like general aviation pilots and airliners, and they will attempt to grease it, although they fly a very precise glide path all the way down to the touchdown point. They will then keep the noses up to help slow them down even more. Being easy on the brakes. This is called aerodynamic braking. The nose has actually come up a few degrees since the touchdown point. And rain will then bleed off to well, that just about says it. I think that was live from the cockpit. What did he say? What did he say? Live from the cockpit? Yeah. That's right. That's right. Rain is landed. Jackal has landed. They will taxi clear and back into parking. And then we will pick up with more of our show.